Okay, quiet down. Attention, quiet down. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Miss Kelly's 8th grade class for that lively presentation. Great job, Miss Kelly. Many of you are wondering why Channel 10 News is here. Billy Banks, come up on stage. Come on. Yeah. Billy, is it true that your father has been serving overseas in the military for 6 years?
Yeah. I really miss my dad. He's my hero.
If your father was here right now, what would you say to him?
Probably...
Wait. Why don't you turn around and say it to him yourself?
Dad? I can't... Whoa. Wait. That's not my dad.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't recognize this kid.
What? Your name is Billy Banks, right?
Oh, I thought you said Willie Banks.
Will Billy Banks please come up here?
Dad? Son? Dad! No, still not my kid. Sorry, I don't know why I got up. My dad's not even in the military. Sorry.
Are there any other Billies in here?
Dad?
Son? Also not my son.
Come on, guys!
Oh.
How many Billies do we have here?
Actually, his name is Devin.
Why wouldn't you know? Okay, Devin. Will Devin Banks please come up?
Sorry, Devin Thompson? Sorry I didn't correct you earlier, but...
Is Devin Thompson in the building? He doesn't go to school here.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that he was a senior like 6 years ago. Probably in college now. I'm sorry. Just... Dad?
Son? Son?
What is happening right now?
So some reunions can be a little awkward, but others are absolutely wonderful. Today we're continuing in our series, Imagining What Heaven is Like, by looking at what the Bible has to say about it. Last week we learned that heaven is not just some far-off floating cloud city that only exists in our minds, but that heaven is a real place, a place God is creating for all those who love and follow Him. And that if in this life we follow Jesus, after this life we will spend eternity in heaven. But not only with God, but also with all of those who love Jesus. You see, in heaven, we will experience a life that is better than anything we could experience in this life. And we get to share it with God and other people. Anyone who chooses to love God and follow Jesus with their lives will be with us again in heaven. It's going to be like the best kind of reunion ever. I think one thing that often worries those of us who follow Jesus about heaven is whether or not we will know or recognize anyone in heaven. We think of it as like having to go to a new school or like a party where we only know one other person. It might be nice, but it's going to be a little awkward. But this is not the picture of heaven Jesus gave to His closest friends. Just before He died, He said, "Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. There is more than enough room in my Father's home. If this were not so, would I have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? When everything is ready, I will come and get you so that you will always be with me where I am." Jesus says, guys, I know you're freaked out because I'm about to die, but don't let your hearts be troubled with fear. Where I'm going, there's more than enough room for everyone, and we're going to be together forever. Jesus is saying heaven is relational. Not only will we be with God, but also everyone who chose to give their life and their love to follow Jesus. There's more than enough room for everyone who wants to be with Jesus forever. And in heaven, our relationships will be perfect. No more stupid fights over stupid things, no more yelling and screaming in anger, no more hurt or sadness or loneliness. We will be with God, we will be with other followers of Jesus, and we will be made perfect. In fact, our bodies will be made perfect too. One writer of the Bible tells us there are also bodies in the heavens and bodies on the earth. The glory of the heavenly bodies is different from the glory of the earthly bodies. See, just as you have a body on earth, you'll have a body in heaven. But this body will be better. Eventually, this writer explains that we will have a body just like Jesus had a body when he rose from the dead. We will be made perfect. No more weaknesses or disabilities or hurts or pain. We will spend eternity together in a real heaven with real bodies, with real people, and a real God who loves us. We will eat and drink and hug and laugh and celebrate with God and people forever. Can you imagine how exciting that will be? So talk in your groups about our relationships in heaven, and then we'll move on.